Oh man. Stop. Stop. You're killing me. I just want to stop it there. That shows courage. That says everything. Nobody likes to show mistakes. Everybody's afraid these days of making a mistake. Because as soon as you make a mistake, you're no good. But we all make mistakes. All of us. It's just part of us. No matter how much we practice something, occasionally mistakes happen. I love the fact that Alif has left that mistake in. It really shows the human side, the human condition, if you like. That's refreshing. Hats off, sir. Very honest. Oh man. Stop. Stop. You're killing me. Oh, Phil, this is the first time I've seen him with any sort of histrionics in his face. We call that stank face. I make it a lot on my channel. I think I was probably just doing it. This. Oh yeah. He's tapping right into the emotion in this. And he can't help it. I actually think it's refreshing. I like both. I like to see this sort of stoic face where, you know, poker face, letting the music do all the talking. But at the same time, there's a humanity comes through whenever we get expression in the face. He's letting it happen. So it shows you that it's not forced. Because some people do force that in their playing. They try to perhaps make up for the lack of expression in their playing by pulling silly faces. But the really good players only have it when it's really hitting them, you know, when they're really in the zone. Completely natural. Nothing about this is fake. I've always really loved this song. There's a very romantic chord progression in this, you know, very classical in nature. It's got that sort of aching melancholy about it. Beautiful. Oh man. I do have to say, right? So there's lots of people that do covers of songs. It's one thing to get the arrangement of a whole, either an orchestra, if it's classical music, or a band, all the different instruments, and put it onto one instrument. That's not easy to do. It's another thing to play it. That's not easy to do. It's another thing to then play it live, right through. That's not easy to do. But what he's really doing here is, despite everything being on one instrument, I can still hear the separation So I can hear the melody coming through. I can hear the accompaniment at different levels. And more importantly, I'm hearing the original song as he plays this. So he's managing to transport me to the original at the same time as hearing this. That's not easy to do. Hats off again, sir. Lovely major 7 chord. What's that we got? We really should get the guitar, shouldn't we? I look like a C major 7. Now, I don't have perfect pitch, but I do have relative pitch. And I've got eyes. And I play the guitar, so I can see that was a C major 7. Beautiful chords. C major 7, C, E, G, and a B. Hear those two notes on their own. If you put those two notes right beside each other at the same pitch, you'll hear that they sound like wrong notes. Doesn't sound nice, sure doesn't. But when you separate them by roughly an octave, 7 notes apart, we get a lovely sounding chord. So that's what I would call a happy dissonance. Lovely chord. Let's go on. Yeah, those blues notes. You gotta love those little blues notes, eh? It really replicates what a singer would do, instead of landing exactly on a note. Hear the difference? Have you played? That's okay. But do you notice that his face goes at the same time? Because those blue notes, I can't help doing it myself. Sweet. Let's go on. Great groove again, man. What do we got there? Oh, man. Love those chords. Beautiful. I love those little flourishes he does, because this is, I don't know this one on guitar, but I love those little flourishes that he does, because obviously the original is on electric guitar, so it's going to have a lot of bends and stuff. Probably should have listened to the original before I did this. I can't quite remember what he does, but if it's around here where she was playing something like this, I'm sure that would be played by Gary Moore or something. It'd have those little bends and stuff, but he's not really able, it wouldn't really be possible to get all those bends while he's also doing the accompaniment. He's got his index and other fingers down here, so you can't really, it's possible, probably, but it's not necessary. Do you notice how he's translated it to the acoustic guitar? But so instead of doing the bends, that he's got the little slides into the notes. Something like that. It adds a lot of expression to the melody. See? There's the bends now. Man. So, the amount of emotion in here is unreal. Yeah, I'm really connecting with it. I have to say, obviously the blues as a style is all about sort of disenfranchisement, you know, melancholy, pain, you know. And from what you guys have told me, he's a working class guy. He's a forklift driver. But he's a world-class musician, obviously. He can do all this stuff. But something that has come to my head is, you know, the emotion that you put into your music has to come from somewhere. And I guess if you're born into money, or, you know, you don't need to worry about anything like that, any financial problems, it's not to say that you can't have your own personal problems and difficulties in life. Of course you can. But certainly when you're working class, life can be hard to pay for your family and, you know, your home and all the rest of it. So why am I getting into this? Because I don't think it's a coincidence that the expression that's coming out of this feels real. You know, we're hearing a lot of humanity in this playing. You can't force that, or you can't fake it either. You might be able to find somebody else playing this arrangement and they may be able to do a good job as well. But it's the same thing with classical piano. A lot of people can play the notes, but can they connect with you? You know, is that person able to transcend the music and basically make a connection from one person to the other? And they put themselves into the music and then that gets picked up, kind of like an antenna. I'm picking this up. It's very heartfelt. He's doing Gary Moore very proud. I'm sure Gary, if he was still alive today, would be impressed. Man, that is beautiful. I was getting properly emotional listening to that. That was serious, really heartfelt. I also liked the way that he ended it kind of playfully. You know, it reminds me of a story I read before about Frédéric Chopin, the famous classical pianist and composer, where he wrote these sort of romantic pieces that are full of heartache, suffering and beauty as well. But Some people remark that whenever he used to play something really serious and heavy going, if you like, that he would sort of finish it in a joking manner, you know, to sort of lighten the mood, you know, and you could kind of see him getting a little bit sort of, you know, I'm certainly getting a feel for Ali Bata's personality through his playing, and what I hear, I like.